Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to Dragontail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for April 1st through 15th, 2020. Hope you guys are doing great. It's always wonderful to have you here at the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome and thank you so much for coming by. And if you are already subscribed or a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back again. If you have not yet done so, I always do invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the dragon family. Also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoy the content here. First, a few quick notes before we get started that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Pisces out there. So, if these messages feel good and they resonate with you, they are meant for you. If they don't make any sense at all, or you're just saying that's not my story, then kick it on out there to another Pisces or revisit this reading in a couple days or a week or so later. Sometimes then it makes a little bit more sense. This will mostly correspond with Pisces Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, so do be sure to check your placements on your personal astrology chart. And all Pisces cross-watchers are welcome to join us as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me or would like to know more information about the card decks I use or would like to make a donation to the channel, all of those links and information will always be below in the description box. So Pisces, let's jump in. I'm going to tell you a little bit about your astrology for this first half of the month, and then we're going to do a whole bunch of cards. So astrologically, this is a rebirth of spring. It is the beginning of the astrological new year, because when we complete the cycle of Pisces, you are the the last sign of the zodiac, and then we start the cycle over with the first sign of Aries. So that's the beginning of spring and the astrological new year. So that's where we are traveling. That is putting the sun in your universal house of the second. That is the Taurus sector. So, this time of the year right now is very focused on your resources, your finances, your personal values, what really means a lot to you, what matters the most to you, and how you're building foundations for yourself as well. So that's all, you might be more connected with the earth right now because Taurus energy is very earthy. It's very Mother Earth feeling. So Pisces, that's actually a really nice vibration for you to go out and be in nature more often and more frequently right now, especially with the weather getting a lot nicer. Something big that I really do want to bring up for you, Pisces, astrologically, is that, the planet Venus, which rules love, relationship, and, all of our connections, romantic and otherwise, is going to be moving into the sign of Gemini on April 3rd. This is going to be with us for a good while because there is going to be a Venus retrograde in there. So I'm actually, after I finish these videos, and you're the last one, I'm going to start on some kind of stuff about Venus and love, because we are going to have that placement for a while. Gemini is a more challenging placement for you, and I can absolutely relate and sympathize because my Venus sign is Pisces, and so having Venus be in Gemini, yes, it creates that square pattern of energy, which is a 90-degree angle between two planets. And so yeah, I would say that love may be more challenging. It's going to require some adjusting, a little bit back and forth, but I think that overall it will end up being a really positive outcome, because all of that friction, all of that challenge is going to move us in a better direction. It's going to make sure that we stay with the right person, or we get with the right person. If we have troubles with somebody, it's like after a period of adjustment and working through it, it'll get better. If it's not meant to get better, it'll be really obvious by the time that Venus transit is done. So Gemini energy and Pisces, just keep that in mind, that can be a little challenging for you. And it's just yeah, it's going to be positioned in the universal fourth house for Pisces. And so that, to me, also, especially for you Pisces out there that do, live with your significant other or loved ones, that is going to make it more of a challenge than if you are, single or dating and you don't have to live with the person that you are partnered up with. That will make it easier if you don't live with them, but if you do live with them, you will definitely have to be doing, more adjustment, more working through it, because it'll be, you know, Gemini energy. I really believe that communication is going to be very key. And speaking of communication, the planet Mercury, which rules our communication, is still in your sign of Pisces for this first half of April. So it's a good time for you intellectually and mentally, Pisces. It does bring up beautiful, you know, dreams. If you're an imaginative or creative person, it's really, really good. Great time to listen to music and, you know, do some healing with music or the arts. Very, very perfect for you right now. So let's go ahead and jump into your cards, Pisces. I'm going to do some major themes, and we're going to do a full Celtic cross with 2 tarot decks. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Pisces as we do the reading for April 1st through 15th, 2020. Please protect their energy as well as mine throughout the session and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Ooh, Pisces. So this is definitely a time of self-discipline. That is your key word, and the number is 4 and 1. So 4, yeah, very much about the home. 1 is very much about your individual spirit. Bring them together, and it is a 5. 5s in the tarot definitely get into, you know, conflict, but it's also about growth and working through anything that's difficult and really reaching, you know, a higher level of achievement. So Pisces, if you have, you know, been saying, yeah, there's something I've been really wanting to do, you know, something I've been meaning to achieve, or if you say, you know, I really need to stay on a better routine of sleep and exercise or whatever it is, you know, it's like this is about self-discipline. This is about keeping yourself in check and, you know, sticking to those patterns and those cycles of what you know you need to do to bring about, you know, your best well-being. So let's pull an animal card from the spirit animal deck and see which of them is going to be walking with you through this first half of April. Ooh, 2 wanted to come, so I'm going to take them both. I like both of these for you, Pisces. Here comes the Nightingale. This is the first one. Love is all around, and look at the synchronicity here. Oh my goodness. Look, 41 and 41. Pisces, that's a powerful number for you. So if you find yourself seeing, you know, the number 41 or 4s and 1s, ooh, that's a big one. Or a 5, because of that being the number that adds up to. This is so much about your home and about who you are within your home. And, you know, if you share it with other people, it's like, who am I as an individual? What do I bring to the table? And if you're, you know, living on your own, it's like really creating a home life that is satisfactory to you, that gives you what you need from it. But the Nightingale reminds you love is all around. It's interesting, I said, you know, listen to music as a way to really heal and calm your spirit right now, because, you know, the Nightingale brings in so much music. There she is sitting on a little gramophone, listening to the music and singing her song, and the message is that love is all around. So Pisces, and look at that, my candle just went out. So to me, I always take that as a sign that's very strong. 41 and 41. And this extra card just wanted to come out. These two sort of stuck together, and we do have the bee spirit. Number 7, sweet results await. So to me, there are good things coming up for you, Pisces. And, you know, just keep in mind, you know, that the bee is the hive. It's the, you know, center of activity. And like I was saying, you know, there could be something very strong right now around, you know, how the home environment is, you know, working and affected. And, you know, a lot of people, we're all really, you know, sticking close to home right now. So, you know, just be aware that, you know, your place within the home is very important. And even if there's some challenge, some stress, you know, because whenever we're in the same house with each other, you know, family members, we can always kind of get on each other's nerves. Even if there's a lot of love, there's, you know, that can just, we drive each other a little bit crazy too sometimes. So, you know, just remember, Pisces, if there is a little challenge, if there is a little bit of friction, you know, maybe get outside, go out in nature, connect with the earth. But just remember that overall, you know, that hive of activity and that community is really positive for you right now. So let's pull a chakra crystal card. We're going to see what's coming up to be healed. Oh, Pisces, I love this stone, and I actually have a piece of it sitting right here. It's the seraphinite. It's really unique. It looks like it has angel wing, you know, kind of feather patterns on it, which is why, you know, like the seraph is a kind of angel, so it has that connection, and that's why it's called seraphinite. And it corresponds to the heart and the third eye. So right now what's really being healed and worked with are your heart chakra and your third eye. So both your heart center, your emotions, and your intuition. So to me, oh, honesty is coming up as the key word for this too. And we are, like I said, getting ready to go into Venus and Gemini. And so to me, that does activate your heart. Also activates, you know, really telling your truth, because Pisces, a lot of the time when you're, you know, trying to avoid hurting somebody, you know, you don't tell the whole truth sometimes because you really don't want to hurt their feelings or, you know, say something that'll make them feel bad. But, you know, holding back your true feelings doesn't help anybody. So Pisces, ask for what you want. Speak your real truth from your heart. Very, very important. So let's move Mr. Dragon over. I'm going to go ahead and we're getting into your tarot now. I'm going to be using the Spirit Song Tarot for the main spread and the Celestial Tarot to clarify that. So Spirit, let's see what we've got for our Pisces for April 1st, 15th through 15th, 2020. Nice fiery energy right there in the middle. All right, Pisces. So right at the center of your spread, we have the Knight of Acorns, same as the Knight of Wands. So to me, this is very passionate, fiery energy, moving you forward, taking you to the next level of life. Sometimes this comes after a period of inactivity or stagnation, and finally this is like the wheels are moving forward again. So yeah, action and drive coming up there. You know, to me that's very, very in line with the Aries energy and the fire, you know, that we're feeling right now. It's also very, very bold. It's like, you know, where you might have been shy before, you're not nearly so shy right now. And look at that! Woo! On top of that, we have the King of Wands, Cardinal Fire. So we definitely have big Aries energy coming through here. So Pisces, you're really stepping into some bold power and passion as we go into this part of April. Oh my goodness. And this is, to me, you know, that King of Wands is all about, you know, recreating something new, you know, bringing that element of leadership and vitality. Like it says, you know, be very honest about what you want. And even if it means you have to be, you know, a little bit abrupt or, you know, not really rude. I wouldn't say rude, but just, gosh, what's that word that I'm looking for? You know, even if it just seems a little blunt, you know, if it's kind of just like, here's what I want, you know, and you don't really sugarcoat it, you know, that's fine, because this is what the energy is favoring. And that's kind of how you're feeling right now. You're like, I can't dress this up for you anymore. I've been nice, I've been too nice. Now I'm going to say what I want. Because going into the immediate past, here's you, Queen of Shells, Queen of Cups, peace, compassion, harmony. And you are very kind, and you are very intuitive and empathetic. That Queen of Shells is not just aligned with Pisces and Cancer, but mostly with Scorpio. So, this could have been you, kind of not revealing all of your feelings entirely. In the traditional deck, she's holding the cup with the lid on it, right? Because she doesn't always reveal every single thing that she's feeling, and you might have been doing that maybe to spare somebody's feelings. But right now, Pisces, you're not willing to do that anymore. Yeah, because you've been very patient. Oh, there's somebody or something in your life that you have been so patient with. You've been working at it persistently, day by day, step by step with that Eight of Pentacles. So you've definitely been patient. But you're feeling like, I've been patient long enough right now. It's time for action. It's time for movement. And you're going to get it, because going into the immediate future, look at that. We have that Awakening card, which is the same as Judgment. So this is renewal, rebirth, regeneration, enlightenment, and awareness. To me, that is the higher vibration of the Death card. So it's like, we have the death, we have the actual, process of the transformation. And then when, Judgment arrives, that's like the calling out of, the new life, spirit coming back to, fullness and, rising from the dead. And so, not only that, but that can be you, kind of making those strong judgment calls that you may have been hesitant to make in the past. And now it's just like, no, I know what I want. I've been through this death and rebirth process, and I'm not willing to put up with what, is not working for me anymore. So, wow. Okay, Pisces, let's see what clarifies this card here. And yes, we have the Five of Pentacles. For some of you, Pisces, this could certainly be you wanting this end, and this definitely being an end to either being out in the cold with someone that you really care about, them maybe feeling out in the cold with you, because I usually say that if one person is feeling that way, the other is probably feeling that way too. That Five of Pentacles very much also to me is a card that says to change your perspective, because Pisces, if you've tried, it's like you've been knocking on that door saying, hey, let me in, and they just won't let you in. It's like, try a different approach. Maybe it's time to pull your energy back. Maybe it's time to, let it go for a little while, or it's time to go around the other side of that building and try a different door, try a different approach. But either way, to me, that's a card that recognizes that you have felt distant or cut off from someone or something that you really care about, and they may have been feeling the same way, but that is coming to an end, because all the truth is coming out, all of the things are coming back to life, and you're in a very bold, dynamic place right now where you really recognize what it is that you value and what you care about, and it's like, I'm gonna get it. And if that means I gotta leave some things behind, because I'm going forward, you're moving forward. You can't drag all that past behind with you. Here in the subconscious, this is really where you're at within. This is, what you're focused upon. And so that's that Seven of Wands. It's determination and stamina. And to me, this card really says, you're kind of a little on the defensive, not in a big way, but you're definitely not willing to sit down and shut up. You're like, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to speak up for what I want. You're ready to defend your position. Just be aware, Pisces, that you want to, not engage in every single conflict or every single argument. Not all of them are worth your energy or time. Just remember that, and, stand up when you need to, but don't worry about it when you don't. So let's pull a card on top of this one. And look, we had the King of Fire, King of Wands in the center. We got the Queen of Wands down there. So, Pisces, you are hot stuff right now. You are definitely, charged up You are not willing to, you know, sit down and be quiet about this. You are creative, you are passionate, you are fiery, you're generous of heart, and you are very strong in your heart. It's like some people might say, you know, that that's a weakness, you being so big-hearted, but you know that it's a strength, because that Queen of Wands, that Queen of Fire, this is Leo energy, this is heart energy. So it's like, you know that actually your ability to love, your ability to forgive, your ability to be generous, it's a strength. It's not a weakness. And look at what the top card is saying. Here's what's crowning your spread. Message from Spirit is the Two of Cups. A very, very beautiful soul connection, soul union, divine love kind of card, you know, which is about harmony, balance. And so that's really what they want you to know. It's like, this is really, you know, the message from Spirit saying, here it is, Pisces. This is what we want for you, and this is what, you know, is the best thing really for you to focus on, is this harmony, right? Is this balance of union between you and whoever it is that you love, or whatever it is that you love. So let's bring up a clarifier for that. Yes, because Pisces, look at this, Three of Swords. Oh, yeah, there's been some heartbreak. There's been some separation, and Spirit is really acknowledging that you have gone through some super heartbreaks and heartaches. And, you know, it's time for that to end. It's time for this to be brought back into union. And if that means letting go, if there's been somebody that really didn't do you right, and they've just proven themselves to not be good enough or not on your up to your standards, shake them on out. Shake them on out, Pisces. Let them go. Let them go. But if it's somebody that, you know, maybe they didn't mess up too bad, right? You know, and it's like, but it created a major rift, or maybe you messed up and you really want that forgiveness, there is definitely that hope. But this could be also, you know, for some of you that are single, you know, after a period of, you know, heartache or pain or recovery from a past hurt, you know, could be moving up to something new. Just take it as it resonates, guys, because this is general. So, you know, it can speak to you in different ways. So let's get you some advice here. Yeah, we've got it here. Oh my goodness, Pisces, yes. All right, sweeties. So here's the suggested approach. We have the Five of Cups, and to me, look at that little firefly. Yeah, so it's that light in the dark, but this is that Five of Cups. So yes, this is really recognizing that, you know, if you still need to grieve, if you still need to get out some emotions, still need to cry some things out, still need to let go of some old pains, go ahead and do it. This is about hope. It's about readjustment. It's about realigning, because, you know, that Five of Cups, it always tells us that even though some things have been lost, some things have been, you know, damaged, it's like it's not all lost. All hope is not gone. There are still some really great things in your life, and more will be coming. So let's pull a clarifier. Look at that. Ooh, we have Temperance. So this is about balance. To me, Temperance is a very healing card. It is Sagittarius energy very, very strongly. You know, Jupiter alignment. So it's, you know, better luck, better fortune, you know, moving forward. They keep one foot in the water of emotion, one foot on the ground of solidity and stability. So, you know, Pisces, this is how to get through this. This is how to work with this, is by balancing your emotions and your logic, making sure that you go through the process of recovery. You know, that's a definite, you know, it's a divine process. We can't rush that. And it's interesting that you have this Temperance card here in this position, because in the card of, you know, what you need to know, we've also got Temperance. Look at that. So, you know, balance, harmony, just like I said, moderation, healing. And to me, because it's Sagittarius energy, what you need to know is that this is taking you closer and closer to your divine truth, your divine mission on earth. Sagittarians are very focused on the truth. and what is, you know, kind of the ultimate truth for them. And they're very much about learning and education and teaching and the journey of that. So, you know, this could also say for some of you Pisces, this could be time to learn something new. I mean, literally, it could just mean like go online, find a course or a class you want to take. You know, that could be very healing for you. But there's definitely some teaching and learning, you know, both possibly going on for you. And look at that. Yes, because this is about bringing you back into balance, which is what you really, really want. There's that Justice card, Libra energy, about balance, harmony, you know, getting those scales to balance and be equal just so. You know, and so this is very true. Like, I mean, for some Pisces, not all, but, you know, for some, there's really been somebody or something that has been very unfair to you, very, very wrong to you, and it's like you really want that justice. You really want either that apology, that closure, however it comes, because you really, it's like you're ready to put this to rest. You really are in a place where you want to balance very, very much. Hopes and fears is the Ace of Cups, which is a beautiful card of happiness, spiritual abundance, and blessing. This is really Spirit bringing in greater love, you know, greater peace, greater harmony within your soul. And so, you know, you're really hoping for that. You're working for that. But, you know, you're a little bit afraid. It's like, you know, I don't know if I can get there. But to me, because this is hopes and fears, this is really, that's about our perception of it. But the reality is, Pisces, the Spirit is ready to bless you. There is divine blessing right around the corner here. And look at that. For some of you, yes, it does involve this Tower moment, you know, and the Tower to me, I'm never very scared of it because to me that is the divine. That is the hand of the divine on both of these cards. You know, Ace of Cups and the Tower is both about Spirit getting involved. And, you know, the Tower, of course, is when we have a construct in our life or a situation in our life which is really, it's like totally outworn its welcome, and maybe we're still hanging on to it. Even though we know it's not good for us, we're like, still, I don't want to let it go. And then, you know, Spirit just kind of gets fed up and says, nope, we're going to go ahead and we're going to shake that out of your hands. It's no good for you. And it might feel really chaotic and upsetting at the time, but it is for the best. So it's like, just trust the process, Pisces, because there is blessing. And sometimes there is blessing in the breakdown of letting go. There comes the blessing. So don't be too upset if one element of your life passes away, because it is making way for something so, so much better that you can't even imagine yet. Then going into your outcome, Page of Crystals. So to me, this is new messages and new beginnings when it comes to either, you know, work, something to do with a job or a project you're working on, or building something new with someone else. Very, very nice. So let's pull a clarifier for that one, because this is a lot of new ideas. And yet again, that you know, word discipline comes up into the Page of Crystals, and you had that self-discipline at the beginning. And so yet again, it's like whatever routines, whatever cycles keep you in balance, Pisces, make sure to stick to those. It's very important right now. And look at that. Yes. Oh, so important, Pisces. And I love the fact that, you know, the constellation that's associated with this card is Pisces Australis. There it is. There you are. Four of Swords is that time for recovery, time for, you know, regeneration and reflection and relaxation, you know, after the battle. It's like, even though the battle might still be there outside, it's like, you know what? I'm just not going to engage right now. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to rest. I'm going to get more sleep. I'm going to take good care of myself. And you need that, Pisces, because you're doing a lot of work and you're doing a lot of movement. There's so much fire here with you right now because, yeah, you're bold, you're feisty right now. So I'm going to pull a last card from the Archangel Michael deck. We're going to get an affirmation for you for all this. Pisces. Honor and trust your feelings. Don't undercut or, second guess what you're feeling and what your intuition is. And the message is, thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. So that is what it is so much about, Pisces. Express yourself. You don't have to be mean, but you do have to be assertive and strong about what it is that you truly want and what is right for you. So beautiful reading, guys. I hope that this resonated with y'all out there, and that your first half of this month is beautiful. I will be seeing you all again very soon. Take care.